Hey everyone, welcome back to Latrell Talks with Latrell R. Morris. That's me. So, today I wanted to talk about writing emotions or getting emotional while you're writing. Yesterday, I was adding on to a story that I'm currently working on for my horror anthology, and it's kind of a story that fit with the times. So, as you know, there's a lot of discourse going on now. Um, Rampant racism, xenophobia, anti-trans, all of that. And so I decided to write a story about a racist and bigot. And I finished the story last week. However, as what often happens with writers, when you're doing revisions, other stuff comes to mind. So I started writing a part that, as I was writing it, I wasn't getting emotional about it. And it is a very heavy part. Racism is a heavy subject, especially for black people, because we bear most of the brunt of racism. So I'm writing it. It's about 3-4 paragraphs, so it takes up about a whole page. And I call my mother because she is actually one of my beta readers. I'm going to tell you, my family is no holds barred. They're going to tell me if they don't like something or if they do. So I'm reading it back to her, and she's just like, when I get to the end, she's like, this is a lot. This is very emotional, and I don't think you should keep that in there. And I was just like, well, it kind of fits with the times. It fits with the story. And I don't know, I think it should be fine. Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable with the hard truths or the hard realities. And she's just like, my mom is somebody, she's kind of a tough woman, but as she's just telling me that it's really heavy, and some people are going to get upset about it, some people are going to get emotional about it. I said, well, some people need to hear it. And as I'm listening to her, that's when it finally hit me. I actually started getting emotional about this, like really thinking about it, and it's a heavy subject, and what I wrote was heavy. And sometimes you just have to get it out of your mind and put it on paper. But it was just something I needed to write, because I felt like the story was missing a part, and that part just came to me. And I said, I told her I'm keeping it in because it needs to be there. But yeah, it really was heavy. And like I said, thinking about it as I'm talking to her about it, I did tear up a little bit, because no matter how far we think we progress, reality sets in and shows us that we haven't, because that part of the story that I wrote still happens today. And lots of people like to think, oh, racism is dead, it's all in your head, you're just looking for people to do wrong, or whatever else idiotic people say about racism, that it doesn't exist. It does. Just because you may not be the victim or on the other side of it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So, yeah, I just really needed to get that off my chest. This is going to be a short episode, but like I said, as writers, sometimes we have to write the heavy stuff. Some of us get attached to our characters, some of us get attached to our stories. And I always said to myself when I started writing that I would not talk about two things: racism and slavery. But obviously one of those is gonna be in my book. So never say never, I guess. But that is today's show, well, this week's show, and I hope that everyone has a good week. And I'll talk to you all next week. Bye.